I guess if Hungry Gengar is gonna be on the farm, there's only one real place for this episode to start. Welcome back to the next episode of ICG Break Shit, and that intro was really funny for the 4.5 people who watched Fresh Meat. They were out here with
Who's the half? Hold on.
That's my wife watching it as background noise. Today we're out here with the Hungry Gengar. This was Davian's sponsory. Davian, why don't you tell us about who made this and what the hell is going on?
This was made by Cry Eternal. It is a delightfully, weirdly diagonal base. It's a narrow pole that they walk across. They get up here. We have plenty of options to shoot them if they don't just fall down immediately. If they're on this middle pole and they get here and they try to jump up, you will notice the soap block there. We'll bounce them back out.
It's vaguely Killing Corridor, in the same way last week's was vaguely Killing Corridor.
This seems less Killing Corridor and more actual functional shit shack.
I like the roof full of anti-bird turrets. That's always fun. Spotlight's gonna eat shit pretty quick though, but
There's electric fencing underneath to shock them and stun them on their way down.
The light's gonna eat shit. That relay's gonna eat shit.
yeah, probably. I like the basement full. Holy shit, he isn't kidding. He stuck a basement full of ammo down here. Dear God. Throwables, he's got grenades and pipe. Don't mind if I do, sir. Thank you kindly.
And repair materials are included.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, this is nice. This is service. This is like staying at a quality hotel. His ladder doesn't go all the way up, which is awkward.
Yeah,
There
you
we
gotta
go.
kind of
jump out. All right. Fajigger. Word of the day.
There are nice little grenade chutes in the floor here.
Oh, I like a good grenade shoot as much as the next girl. Look at that.
Yep. That is specifically engineered so that you cannot fall down through it all the way.
Oh, so we can't shove X down there?
Nope.
Where there's a duel, there's a way.
Dul, you got your God Hammer on you, right?
Well, who needs that?
Okay, just, you be prepared. And then obviously this is built at a diagonal, which is an interesting take on any base. You just don't see diagonal bases very often. Looking at the cost, ding, we were unanimous on our appraisal of how much this cost to build. 5, which, I mean, this is average. This is a base. Now, I think we are correct that this is, and I say we collectively because Nev kind of shat on last week's a little bit. This is, I think, a little more expensive than that. I hate for somebody to go block by block and figure out that last week's was 2 more blocks than this, but I don't know, just I think we all share the impression that this is a tick more expensive than the Tower of Constant Sorry.
This is 5 definitely teetering down towards a 4.
Maybe.
This is very solidly not a small amount of anything.
You know what's funny is I rated Davian's prom date a 5, very slowly teetering down to a 4.
It's very interesting because I didn't have a prom date, so you literally...
The epic self-burn. That whole exchange sucked. I was hoping to go into deedly from there, but it didn't pan out. Davian was too busy being offended.
I wasn't offended. I was just trying to shit in your Cheerios like I always do.
I mean, we've established
All right,
that I went
Amber.
to prom, and that I went to prom with a literal hose beast. So what do you want from me? This is all well-documented facts. See the entire... Talking about series no one watched, just go watch that Space Hulk one we did that had like 8 views, and I talked at length about ugly prom dates. Here we go! That's one of the birds. Are the turrets on?
Sure aren't.
Yeah, way to go, Davian!
I blame X
For what?
for not doing my job for me.
They're just beating on the ground.
You know what? I think this is seeing some of the same problems that Tower Defense saw, in that after we solicited all the builds... Let them come up, let's see what happens. After we solicited all the builds, they changed this shit so now that if they're standing on something, like if they're standing on a player block, they go into beat shit mode, apparently. So this one is seeing the same consequences there, and it might hurt it a little more.
I don't like that they can get in melee range of us.
Yeah, grow a pair. Turrets are out there doing a lot of work, but I'm wondering how long that ammo is going to hold out.
Let him fall down a little bit and then grenade him.
Let's see how the poop shoots
Bombs
here.
away!
It is kind of fun to watch.
I like this little grenade ramp, no lie. That's... Would you get out of it? That defeats the purpose.
But
I can't stand in a grenade ramp. That's my job. No, I'm kidding. Does that work with Molotovs?
No.
Fuck no. Oh, God.
oh
no.
god,
Ow.
No, I would,
Brains.
I would also recommend not using it with contact grenades.
What's your problem?
I don't like how they can get caught like in this little wedge area and just start wailing on the wall.
Well, that's a good time to shoot them.
They are World War Z over here.
Wait, what? Oh, that is not good. And they are in that by a ways too. They're gonna be in the basement in short order.
That's interesting.
There's no way for us to get to them natively, I don't think. So they're just gonna sit there and beat on it.
Yeah, I don't.
They are through the basement.
I can't really do anything from the back door here, which is the first time I've ever said that.
Is it the first time though?
Today?
Wife had a headache, did she?
Oh.
That's her.
Yeah, her husband. Oh.
Ah.
Yeah, but he's our head. How bad
This
is it?
isn't.
That whole
This isn't ideal.
No, it is not. They are gonna start coming up this ladder in a hurry. I
Yeah.
don't really know
Get
how to
rid of
get
the
back
ladder.
up.
I don't know if we're making things better by being here, Davian. I honestly don't.
There were materials, so I'm going to try and plug the hole up.
Fair enough.
But they have effectively stopped coming up the front ramp. So,
Oh. Now, I'm curious as to why they picked that spot.
Random hit, and then they saw it as a weakening point. And
Maybe.
yeah, that's
Something like that.
Oh God. Are we gonna have to go to the closet tonight?
We'll have to start and end the episode in the terror closet.
Well, they've started coming back up the poop chute here.
You guys plug the hole or something?
I did.
Yeah.
Did you remember a flared base?
I remembered a flare base. Woo! No.
Wow.
I earned that
oh
one.
my god.
I earned that one.
That was a perfect
wow.
1-2.
Are you
I
just
was
getting
in
it?
shock. No, I was just in shock.
Shoulders moving.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, that sucked.
I was trying.
So
We
was
got
I.
one.
I wasn't even firing because I don't trust myself.
Knees, knees,
Oh, no,
knees,
no, no,
knees,
no.
knees, knees. God
Ah,
damn
y'all
it.
Thank you, Davian. Thank you, Davian.
You're welcome. Definitely didn't fire a rocket launcher from the hip past you people.
What did you do right? Uh-oh.
Hell,
That's not ideal.
that was Nev.
Oh, I wasn't aiming at him, I swear to God.
Though you were.
I wasn't.
But you were.
I was not. Oh, hi, Mark.
I was aiming low, going for knees.
And you hit shoulders?
Knees and toes.
I'm supposed to shoot the blinking, right?
Yes.
Yeah, as nice as that is, it's dropping my frame rates into the negative, so...
Get a better potato?
Nope.
Oh,
You
where's
fell
your
down.
frame rate now? I was eating. That one wasn't my fault.
Man, I have blown through ammo tonight. Holy shit.
And all those guys at that truck stop.
How do you think I got the ammo?
We'll suck dick for 9 mil? How the hell does that work?
Pretty well, the truck stop.
Oh, you know X is a 22 kind of guy.
Airsoft.
Oh, that's not the only thing that's
Ball.
soft.
No.
Oh, that wasn't me at all.
No,
That was a
that one
grenade that I was already throwing. Hey, Nev.
Yeah.
How's your frames?
Is that what we're doing?
Playing that game.
Why does that mean the fire has to be in here?
Why not both?
Since you told dual fire.
I didn't tell dual fire.
Small box. Must flame.
Dual proof 0 of 10.
They can't all be winners.
Constant sorry made him behave like a normal human being. Now he's trying to light everybody on fire again.
Sorry for being weird last week, guys.
It's alright, we forgive you. Everyone has a weird night. How's our basement?
Let's find out. Still good. They're not over here on this wall at all. I don't know what drew them there to begin with, but they are ignoring it now. There's one random dude over here beating on the other side, but no, he's making progress.
Is he beaten on or beaten off?
He's beating on the wall on the other side. He's basically doing the mirror image of that, but it's only 2 dudes.
2 dudes, there's like 10 dudes. What are you talking about?
Okay, well, I mean, I was just over there. Oh, that's a few more now. Did they get through the wall?
Nope, if you use the door at the back, you actually can jump up on the roof and get to him.
That
was
one was
not
that
me.
was the biker's fault.
Always blaming the
Is it the biker's fault normally?
Is the biker in the room with us right now?
Yes, I am.
You're only in
Chaps
it
and
for
all.
you're the only in it for the assless chaps.
All chaps are assless.
Yes, but usually there's an ass in the chaps.
When Nev wears the chaps, there is an ass in chaps. Dun, 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 dun.
Ruffy only laughs at jokes.
Look out here. They're doing shit a little bit over there still.
So are the turrets still alive up top?
I haven't heard him chirp in a while. Put another block in the downstairs wall because they were busted through the other side. 243, another quick horde night.
No, there's still some shit wandering around.
We got a little bit of cleanup.
There's a lot of loot bags down there.
Yes, it
That
is.
is a lot of loot bags. This would be a good base for getting your loot on. That performed pretty well. There were no major fuck-ups anywhere along the line. We had this little shenanigan on this wall to start with. They broke through and Davian filled it with the supplies provided, and they ignored it, which it's not ideal. I'm not 100% on what drew them to attack this spot in particular, but there it was. Towards the end of the night, they came around and did the same shit over here. I dropped a block in there to replace it. They chewed on that edge. They chewed on the staircase. This you would expect to get beat up, and it did. But in general, it held up pretty well. I don't have any serious complaints.
The light even survived. And the
I
relay.
am genuinely
I'm
surprised, but
impressed.
we didn't really see many cops, if many, like any at all that I think of. Taking a look at everyone's safety vote, Davian is obviously trying to cook the books for his nominee. What the fuck? Looks like Davian came in at an 8, everybody else came in at a 6, and I think we have a pretty unanimous reason why we're all looking at 6. The base held up pretty well. They got a little close here, landed some cheap hits. That's not too big a thing. Our concern is that if we hadn't been flying around and clipping through the wall, and just to see how things were going as we usually do, we would never ever have heard this happening until there was a huge pile of them in the basement, probably banging on this hatch, maybe even coming up behind us. This caught a lucky break that we noticed it when we did. I think in a normal 100% legit game, they would have gotten a lot further in here otherwise, and it probably would have caused an entire failure. And then there was another chance here where it could just as easily have happened again. I only caught this because I went and did a lap outside to see how everything was going. So I think that's why you're looking at a row of 6s and then Davian's one very self-aggrandizing 8 there on safety.
Slight counterpoint. I don't think they would have actually ever come up and beat on us because the ladder up is missing that one space.
That's potentially valid. I don't know if it's enough to change my vote though. It's still bad.
If they were left unmolested for an entire horde night, they would have chopped an enormous amount.
The blind spots are a problem. I think if you were going to try to adapt this one for a legit game, the core concept holds up really well. You'd want to do an outer perimeter catwalk or something just so you could keep an eye on your exterior walls. For the fun factor, a bit of a hit here, no lie. We're looking at 5s across the board, save for Nev, who came in at a 4. Really didn't have a good time tonight. For me, I think it's just a sort of a stand right here and shoot. That was it. I stood in this one spot. Now, that doesn't mean it's not effective. It just means that it's not really, like, I'm not having a wild time. You know, it would keep me alive, save for its other potential issues.
I gotta say this. I'm tired of corridors. Yes, that everybody and their brother wants to somehow get a corridor to work. I do agree with the fun pimps on the fact that the corridor idea is, I don't like it.
That's fair. That's legitimate. It's not your personal taste, and really fun factor is a measure of personal taste.
I would like to point out that in their quest to eliminate the killing corridor, the Fun Pimps have ruled out any other kind of base.
No, not necessarily. We saw tower defense work real well. The pit still works. I mean, there are other options. It's just that corridors have historically been effective and cheap.
Yeah.
Yes.
But this
Now,
is
one thing that
cheap.
could have raised the fun factor, at least for me, and sound like consensus was across the board. I loved the dropping the grenade down the hole mechanic, but I don't like dropping the grenade down the hole and not being able to see the bodies go flying.
You want to see that boom boom pow. I gotcha. That's
Exactly.
legitimate.
I think that was sacrificed in the name of making the doors idiot-proof so that you couldn't fall down to shoot yourself.
Which, given this crew, I think was the right call in general. Adding up the scores for cost, safety, and fun, we're looking at a final of 81 out of 150. So respectable, but with a couple of issues that held it back, no lie. Again, this is another one where it would score differently, and I think the final score would be a little more of an endorsement in one of our normal grading videos. It has the blind spot thing, that's an easy fix, and it's a very effective build. With an 81, that takes Davian out of the running for the punishment. We'll go ahead and flip the card on Davian's demo hell. We were going to put him in a box and spawn, I don't know, like 1,000 demos for him to deal with probably like a grade 1 shotgun. So that was going to be fun. I was personally going to enjoy that a great deal. Just listen to him swear for an hour. I would have appreciated it. I think we should do that anyway. Coming up next week, it's the 5th and final finalist in ICG Break Shit. This one is the Bunker Blender. It's an interesting concept. It's a row of blade traps. That's fun. We stand down here collecting loot, essentially. He doesn't really seem to want us doing much. And this creator has actually added in some additional rules, so we're gonna have to unpack some special stipulations. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. He's gonna make things a little harder than they would be naturally. I think that speaks to a high degree of confidence in his base. Let's see if it's warranted. That said, we appreciate you guys watching, and we will catch you next time. I'm just doing the math on what the scores were.
Actual math or your math from last week?
You know what? I'm using a calculator this time.
No, a master's class, huh?
Not mathematics.
And there's no blue drink involved tonight, right?
Oh, there is, actually.
Oh.
She bought, well, in order to make it, she had to buy 4 full-size bottles of stuff, so still working my way through that.
There's not allergy.
Healthy problem.
Yeah, it's the fistful of fucking allergy medication that did it last week.
You mixed alcohol with Benadryl. The fact that you were still conscious is kind of impressive.
Hardcore parkour.